And tonight, Pangea is very pleased to present Katie Compa.
Thank you all so much. I am happy to be here, not to be alive. Okay. Can we all agree? Two different feelings. Thank you. Yeah. Now, listen, if I have to be alive, I am so happy that I get to do it here. This is truly a privilege. Thank you. Yes. And if you are happy to be alive, no judgment. Okay? I am happy for you, and I want you to know that, all right? I just don't relate to your experience. And I know why, all right? I know what's happening. It's because I keep repeating the same behavior, anticipating a different result, right? Never a good idea. And the behavior that I am referring to is I wake up every day and I pick up my phone and I look at the news every day. Yeah, and it is not working out for me, all right? Puts me in a bad mood 100% of the time. So I know why it's happening, but am I gonna stop? No. Because I am an incurable optimist. Thank you. And I am just holding out hope for that one good news story. And if you think about it, you probably know the news story. That I mean, okay? If you don't, I will give you a hint. It hasn't happened yet. And I probably should not be talking about it in public, okay? But living on the edge, you know? In case I'm making anybody uncomfortable or upset, bring that up here. I want you to know I was talking about something else. Prove that I wasn't. You can't. All right? Now, I do talk like that a little more than I should, all right? And I had one of my guy friends pull me aside, and by the time I'm done up here, you're gonna be like, she has guy friends? But I do, several, okay? And one of them pulled me aside and he was like, listen, Katie, I'm really worried about you. I think you might get yourself into trouble with the things that you say. And then he added, you're kind of a mouthy broad. I was like, okay, accurate, but ouch, you know, like. Anyway, he was like, look, I would just feel more comfortable if you would agree to start carrying something on you for protection. You know, something like a knife. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't even know where to begin here. But first of all, I am so flattered that you think that I need to speak to be in danger. Okay. I also would like to talk through the plan a little bit with you because you want me to carry a knife for protection in the United States? Like the country that has a saying about bringing a knife to a gunfight? If anyone is not familiar with that saying, the saying is don't, okay? Because it is not going to help you, you know? Also, even if you could use a knife as a viable form of defense, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to handle a knife. Never learned, right? And I know enough about weapons to know that if you cannot handle the weapon that you're carrying, 9 times out of 10, what is going to happen? It's going to get used against you. And that is not going to be my story, okay? So absolutely not. But I did get a little worried because I was like, you know, I don't even really have any good, like, real self-defense skills. Like, my entire history with self-defense is 2 main things, okay? I have an ex-boyfriend who is a kickboxing instructor, and I did learn some things from him, but no weapons. It was all punching and kicking, okay? Which, now I regret that, right? And then, secondly, I took a semester of Taekwondo in high school for my gym credit. Yes, I am a yellow belt, thank you. And, here's the thing, though. I told that teacher every week that I had my period and could not go to class. And he let me get away with that a solid portion of the time, you know? And this is another thing where I can take personal responsibility for that, all right? Yes, I wanted to skip class. I got what I wanted, right? He let me get away with it. But I think that him letting me get away with it is a little bit of a systemic failure, you know? And I think that because I read this story in the news. This was like 5-6 years ago. I think it was before the pandemic. It happened in Rio de Janeiro. Okay, this guy tried to mug this lady on the street. All right, but what he didn't know was that this lady was a championship level MMA fighter. Yeah, he picked the wrong one. Okay, because she beat his ass and put him in the hospital. And yeah, if you have not familiarized yourself with the story, I recommend looking it up. There are photos. All right, very invigorating. Honestly, extremely fun. And I remember when this happened, I was like, oh my God, we did it. We finally found the solution. We are just going to start building women out of MMA fighters.